Good morning and Jai Hind, dear students. Welcome to chemistry class. I hope children you all have prepared the book exercise and the question answers. So children, today we are going to discuss the short answer question and long answer question of this chapter. Okay. So please get ready with your fair notebook, pen, pencil, blue pen, black pen both and pencil. Okay. So now we are going to discuss short answer questions and long answer question today and HOTS also. So I hope everybody is ready. Okay. So starting with the short answer question. Question number 1. What do you mean by atmosphere? So children, what is atmosphere? What is atmosphere, kids? We know that atmosphere is the blanket of air surrounding the earth. Okay. So the atmosphere is the layer that surrounds the earth and it also protects the earth, okay, from harmful rays and also maintains the temperature. So but because it is a short answer question, you will write in a one line, that is, atmosphere is the blanket of air surrounding the earth. Okay. Now question number 2. Carbon dioxide is present to the extent of only 0.03% by volume in air. Why then is it considered to be so important? Now children, we know that carbon dioxide is present in very little amount, that is 0.03%. Now the question is, why it is so important when it is present in so less amount? So why it is important, children? Because we know that the plant require carbon dioxide for the process of photosynthesis, isn't it? And what is photosynthesis? With the help of photosynthesis, plants prepare their food. And when they prepare their food, they releases oxygen. And oxygen is very essential for our survival. Okay, so why carbon dioxide is important? So carbon dioxide is considered to be so important because plants uses carbon dioxide for preparing food. The process is known as photosynthesis. Okay, which in turn gives food to the entire living world and also oxygen. Clear? So that is why, though carbon dioxide is present in very little amount in the atmosphere, it is very, very, very important. Okay. Now question number 3 is, what is humidity? Humidity क्या होता है? So the amount of water vapor in the air is known as humidity. Okay. Acha children, now answer one more question, that whether humidity changes from place to place and time to time or not? Yes, definitely it changes from place to place and time to time. It depends on whether the place is near water area or ocean or sea. So the places which are near these water areas, water bodies, that place will be more humid than others. Okay, so the content of water vapor varies from place to place. Okay, this is called humidity. What is humidity? The water vapor, the amount of water vapor in the air is known as humidity. Okay. Next question, question number 4. What is difference between breathing in and respiration? What is the difference between two? Children, I have already discussed this question, that during the process of breathing, we only inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. That's it. Inhalation and exhalation is breathing. But what is respiration? Respiration includes the production of energy. So we breathe in oxygen, oxygen is utilized in our body, that produces energy, okay, and then we exhale out carbon dioxide. So this complete process of inhaling, producing energy, and then exhaling out carbon dioxide is known as respiration. Okay, so this is difference between the two. So breathing in is necessary process in order to keep animals and humans alive. So what we breathe in? We breathe in oxygen. It allows the animal and humans to take in oxygen. Whereas energy required for the survival of organism is produced through the process of respiration. Not only breathing is important, children. To do certain work, energy is very important. Like even if I am talking, I require energy. You are walking, you require energy. You are playing, you require energy. Isn't it? So from where these energies are generating? So they are generating by the process of respiration. Clear? So this is difference between breathing and respiration. Next question. Question 5. How do fish breathe? So children, this is so easy question. So fish breathe with the help of gills. Okay? Fish breathe through their gills. So they take oxygen from water. So the oxygen dissolved in water, fish takes them with the help of gills. Okay. Now question number 6. Do plants require nitrogen? Why? Definitely plant requires nitrogen. And why they require nitrogen? So it is written, yes, plants require nitrogen for their growth. Okay. Nitrogen is very important for the growth of plant. It is very essential mineral. And children, we also know that plant cannot take nitrogen directly. Okay. So they cannot take nitrogen directly. So the form of nitrogen is changed either into nitrate, nitrite or nitric acid. Okay. Or ammonia. So in these forms, plants take in nitrogen. And nitrogen is very essential for their growth. Okay. Now question number 7. What is the importance of the ozone layer in the atmosphere? So why ozone layer is important, children? We know that sun gives all types of rays, isn't it? Infra rays, visible rays, ultraviolet rays, among which ultraviolet rays is very harmful. Okay, so if you are exposed to ultraviolet rays or UV rays some way or the other, the person can get cancer or certain skin disease, certain eye disease. So this exposure to UV light is very dangerous, isn't it? So what ozone layer does? First of all, you should know that ozone layer is present above the earth crust, above the atmosphere. Okay. So this ozone layer protects the earth from UV rays or ultraviolet rays. Okay. So ozone क्या करता है? Ultraviolet rays को earth पे नहीं आने देता है. It absorbs it. Okay. So it utilizes it. That you will study in your higher classes in detail about ozone layer. Okay. So what does ozone layer do? Ozone layer prevents harmful rays of the sun from reaching the earth. These rays are called ultraviolet rays, can cause eye problem and skin cancer. Okay. So what does ozone layer do and why it is important? Because it prevents us from harmful UV rays or ultraviolet rays. And this ultraviolet rays can cause eye problem or skin cancer. Clear? Sorry. Now, last question of short answer question. So question number 8. When is air said to be polluted? When is air said to be polluted? कब हम air को बोलेंगे कि air polluted है? So, when there are undesirable substance present. Okay, when there are contamination. What is contamination? Contamination means unwanted substance और गंदगी जिसको हम कहते हैं. तो अगर एयर में कोई भी गंदगी प्रेजेंट है या कोई भी unwanted undesirable gases present है, then we say that air is a polluted air. Okay, air is polluted and it is also called air pollution. Okay, and the substance that cause air pollution are called pollutants. Clear? So air is said to be polluted when it is contaminated by the undesirable substances. Undesirable मतलब जिनकी जरूरत नहीं है. अगर उन substance से भर जाए air, like for example, we know that carbon monoxide is very harmful. Okay, so if the air contains carbon monoxide, it means that air is polluted. Okay, so air is said to be polluted when it is contaminated by undesirable substance known as pollutants. Clear? So that was about the short answer question. So children, these are very simple questions. You have already studied it. I have already explained you these answers in the, like all these topics I have already discussed in the class when I was explaining the chapter. So I think it will be easier for you to learn. Now coming to long answer questions. So question number 1. What is the composition of air? So what is the composition of air? We know that air contains nitrogen, oxygen and argon, carbon dioxide and some other gases. And the maximum is nitrogen, that is 78%, oxygen 21%, 1% is argon, 0.03% carbon dioxide and a small amount of other gases. They also contains dust, smoke, water vapor. Okay, so all these things are present in air. इसके अलावा, apart from all these things, if there are certain undesirable substance present, then it will be said to be, the air will be said to be polluted. Okay, so air has nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, 0.9% is argon and 0.03% is carbon dioxide, and they also have dust, smoke and water vapor. Children, you will also draw this diagram. Okay, where you will draw the diagram? In the left hand side. On the left hand side, that is plain page. Clear? You can also color it. Now moving to question number 2. Why is it considered unhealthy to breathe in through mouth? At times what happens, children? We breathe from mouth. Especially during the time of cold and cough, when your nose is blocked, what you do? You try to breathe from the mouth. But breathing from the mouth is very unhealthy. Why it is unhealthy? Because see, our nose have certain filters. Okay, nose has hairs and there are certain filters present in our nose which does not allow the dust particle to enter inside our lungs or enter inside our body. But such type of filters and such types of like protective layers are not present in our mouth. तो अगर हम माउथ से इनहेल कर रहे हैं तो जितने भी अनवांटेड गैसेस भी हैं एटमॉस्फेयर में वो सारी की सारी अनवांटेड गैस डस्ट एंड एवरीथिंग विल गो इनसाइड आवर लंग्स and it will block it, okay, which is very dangerous. So let's see what is written. Okay. Dust and smoke in the air are harmful for our respiratory system. Okay, dust and smoke are very harmful for our respiratory system. Fine hair and mucus present in our nostril filter them out and prevent them from getting into our respiratory system, that is lungs. Okay, that is why it is unhealthy to breathe through our mouth, because mouth does not have any such filter. Okay, our nose has nose hair, they have mucus, so the dust and smoke does not go inside our respiratory system, but such type of things are not present in mouth, so it is very harmful to breathe in through mouth. Okay, now next question, question number 3. Most plants have stomata on the underside of leaf. On the underside of the leaf. Underside matlab ki if this is a leaf, so it is present behind it. Okay. However, water lily leaves have stomata on the upper surface. Why? So most of the plants have the stomata present beneath the surface. Okay. But there are certain aquatic plants which has the stomata present over the surface. Why? Because the lower part of the leaf is submerged in water. ठीक है, तो वहां से वो proper respiration की process नहीं हो पाएगी. That is why it is present above the leaf. So let's see what is written in the answer. So water lily leaves have stomata on the upper surface because lower surface of the water lily is submerged and stomata are required for gas exchange in water. ठीक है, तो because stomata helps in breathing in and exchanging the gas, that is oxygen and carbon dioxide, so it is very important to be exposed to the air. ठीक है, अगर ये stomata है, if this is the stomata, so what does stomata do? It opens and closes, so it intakes oxygen and it removes carbon dioxide. Okay, so for this passage, the stomata needs to be exposed to the air. ठीक है, वो एयर से एक्सपोज्ड होना चाहिए. तो अगर इसमें वाटर लिली में भी लीफ नीचे की तरफ होगी, बिकॉज इट इज एन एक्वेटिक प्लांट, so because the underneath surface of the leaf is present in the water, so they cannot breathe properly. That is why the stomatas are present above the or upper surface of the leaf. Okay, hope you have understood it, children. We have already discussed it, so I'm going a bit faster. Now question number 4. What is the oxygen cycle? What is oxygen cycle, children? Quickly. So nature maintains the level of all the gases, isn't it? Nature maintains the level of oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen and everything in the atmosphere. So how they do it? Because we know that there are millions of people inhaling oxygen. तो अगर इतने सारे लोग ऑक्सीजन इनहेल कर रहे हैं तो एटमॉस्फेयर में ऑक्सीजन खत्म हो जाना चाहिए, बट नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता है. नेचर मेंटेन्स इट. कैसे मेंटेन करता है? ह्यूमंस और लिविंग थिंग्स इनहेल ऑक्सीजन, ओके, एंड दे रिलीज कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. दिस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज taken by plants for the process of photosynthesis. They prepare their food and they again release oxygen, and that oxygen we again inhale it. So by this process they maintain the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere. So let's see what is written. The natural cycle of consumption of oxygen by respiration and burning. ठीक है, मैक्सिमम कंजम्पशन ऑक्सीजन का कैसे होता है? रेस्पिरेशन और बर्निंग से, एंड इट रिलीज बाय फोटोसिंथेसिस is called oxygen cycle. Got it? So if they are humans, so they are taking oxygen, okay, they are giving out carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is taken by plants. Plants by the process of photosynthesis again releases oxygen. So this is a complete cycle. Okay, this is called oxygen cycle. Now question number 5. List any 4 uses of air. What are the 4 uses of air? Children, we know that first of all, very important thing, air is used for breathing. Second, all these aeroplanes, birds, insects, everything that fly in the air is because of the presence of breeze or the air. Okay, it also helps in the rotation of windmills and floor mills, and it also generates electricity by the rotation of windmill. Okay, it helps in the dispersal of seed. It helps the birds, insects and bats to fly. Okay, so that is why air is important, and also it helps in the flying of aeroplane and something. Okay, now this is question number 5. It was easy. Now coming on to question number 6. How does the atmosphere help to maintain the right temperature on the earth? So how atmosphere helps it? So let's see. So what happens, children, what atmosphere does? First of all, it is because of the flow of heavy rain, or we can say that hot air and a cold air. Okay? So what is the concept behind it is that the heat and light of the sun fall on the earth's atmosphere. ठीक है, जो sun की heat और light है, it falls on the earth's atmosphere, which increases the temperature of the earth and also increases the temperature of air. Okay, clear? So the air or the temperature of earth does not become very cold during the night. Clear? So I'll explain you with the help of this answer, children. The heat and light of the sun fall on the earth's atmosphere. This line is clear. Some of it is absorbed by the atmosphere. कुछ एयर और हीट जो होते हैं वो एटमॉस्फेयर या गैसेस जो प्रेजेंट है वो एब्जॉर्ब कर लेते हैं, while the rest is reflected back. Okay, so if this is earth and this layer is atmosphere, so few of the light of sun will reach the earth. Some of them will be absorbed by atmosphere and some of them will be reflected back. Okay, this prevents the earth from becoming very hot during the day. इसलिए अर्थ क्या होता है, बहुत गर्म नहीं हो जाता है दिन के टाइम में. Okay, because the atmosphere reflects back few of the light and it also absorbs few light and heat. At night, the trapped heat in the atmosphere prevents the earth from cooling down too much. अब क्या है कि इस अर्थ ने भी हीट को एब्जॉर्ब किया है. Okay, so what happens during night? The heat is released from the surface of earth, which maintains the temperature. इसलिए ठंड में या रात के टाइम में बहुत ज्यादा ठंडा नहीं होता है. Okay, so the atmosphere thus acts as a blanket around the earth and helps to keep the earth's surface at night at right temperature for life to exist. Clear? So this was question number 6. Now question number 7, last question of long answer question. List 3 steps we can take in our daily lives to reduce air pollution. So what are the 3 steps that we can take? First, to use food waste and plant waste such as leaf to make a compost. ठीक है, अगर कोई भी वेस्ट मटेरियल या कुछ भी हमको मिल रहा है तो हम क्या करेंगे, उसको हम एक जगह डंप कर देंगे एंड देन विल मेक अ कंपोस्ट. कंपोस्ट कैसे बनता है बेटा, आप फूड मटेरियल लो, आप एक जगह पे डिगिंग कर दो, जहाँ पे मिट्टी है वहां पे आप डिग कर दो, डिग करके और उसमें आप सारे वेस्ट को डाल दो एंड then cover it with the soil. Okay, so slowly and gradually what will happen, these food waste and plant waste will break down into smaller pieces and become a compost, and which is used for growth of plants. Okay, next we have to save energy including electricity. This will result in reduction in burning of fuels. Children, we know that electricity is produced from coal. Okay, so जितनी ज़्यादा हम इलेक्ट्रिसिटी वेस्ट कर रहे हैं उतना ज़्यादा कोल बर्न हो रहा है एंड वी नो दैट coal is a non-renewable energy resource, or we say it as we cannot renew it again. हम उसको दोबारा नहीं बना सकते, जो एक बार बन गया वो बन गया. Okay, this is a natural, or we can say it as a fossil fuel. ठीक है, तो हम कोल को दोबारा नहीं बना सकते. तो what we have to do is, and also this produces a lot of gas, some lot of harmful gases are released. So you must have seen various chimneys when you have roam around near NTPC and thermal power plants. So you must have seen the chimneys और उसमें से बहुत सारे काले काले धुएं निकलते हैं, which pollutes the air. Okay, so जितनी कम हम लाइट और जितनी कम इलेक्ट्रिसिटी यूज करेंगे उतनी कम बर्निंग होगी और उतना ही कम पॉल्यूशन रिलीज होगा. Okay, now to use bicycles and public transport instead of private vehicles as much as possible. जितने ज्यादा हम व्हीकल्स यूज करेंगे बेटा उतनी ज्यादा उसमें फ्यूल कंजम्पशन होगा एंड उतनी ज्यादा उसमें से पॉल्यूशन रिलीज होगी, इवन साउंड पॉल्यूशन एंड एयर पॉल्यूशन बोथ. So instead of using a private vehicles individually, कि जितने घर में लोग हैं उतनी व्हीकल्स चाहिए, उतनी स्कूटी, उतनी बाइक, उतनी कार चाहिए. So instead of that, what we can do is we should use a bicycle, which will make you healthy also and fit, and also we should try to use the public transport. पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट यूज करने से क्या होता है बेटा कि आपको कम से कम pollution release होता है. Okay, so these were the long answer questions, children. Hope you have understood it. Please also do these hot questions. Clear? So all the question answers I have already sent in the app. So these question answers are already there in the app, children. Please go to the e-content and find the attachment and do your work. So please do complete your work, complete your physics work, complete your chemistry work, children. Tomorrow we are going to do the biology work. Okay, so tomorrow we'll do short answer question and long answer question of bio. Okay, so that's all for today's class, children. All the very best for your exams. Study hard, keep learning. So that's all for today. Thank you and Jai Hind, children.